Hello and welcome to this Throne of Thunder Primordius video. For this fight, when you initially pull the boss, you will only be able to do 75 or 25% of your normal damage to the boss. This is because at the beginning of the fight, the main thing you want to look for are those adds that spawn in the little pools on the edge of the room. What you want to do is go kill those adds, and then they leave kind of like a little pool on the floor. These pools are very important, and you definitely want all of your DPS to run over them. I've been running over them just to see, kind of show you how it works. So as you can see, under my debuffs, I'm actually getting buffs for this fight. I get increased haste and crits, I believe. And then once you get enough pools, you become fully mutated, which you still keep your buffs, and then you can do full damage against the boss. So this is kind of like a DPS race. So once everybody gets fully mutated, you want to pop heroism, because this is a DPS race fight. It is a short enrage timer, shorter than most bosses. And the boss also mutates. He gets evolutions of different abilities. The one he has now, called Ventral Sacs, does AoE damage. And that's another thing that I just saw, was that you want to have a few DPS designated to still killing the adds. Because even though you don't need the adds, because once you become mutated, the add pools that you run through that give you the debuff actually hurt you. And so once you get mutated, people normally stop killing the adds, but you have to kill the adds because if they can get to the boss, they heal him. So you'll only need a few people to kill the adds before they get to the boss. Also, like most of the fights, he puts a debuff on the tank. This one's Malformed Blood. At about every 5 stacks, you want to switch just like every other fight. So that's very similar. Throughout the fight too, there's a constant debuff, or a constant damage, especially when he evolves into the Ventral Sac, I believe it's called. Here's one of his abilities. I got a Volatile Pathogen, and you just want to run away from everybody. And then you saw another ability he has, Caustic Gas. It's just kind of a cone around him. DPS definitely does, or range DPS definitely doesn't want to get hit by that. And then now he's doing, I think they're called acid spines, acidic spines, but he shoots those acid balls around the room at specific players that do damage to anybody that's near them. So you can see that one's hitting me, and since I'm by that mage, the mage is also getting hit. Remember that when your mutation goes off, you'll have to kill all the ads and run into their pools to get mutated back again, so that you can do full damage on the boss. Because you'll want to always be DPSing as much as you can for this fight to beat the Enrage. He also has an ability called Primordial Strike, which you just saw. And basically for this means that you only want the tank in front of the boss, because this ability is a conal effect and does 600,000 damage to players in cone in front of him. Other than that, most of his evolution things just spread DPS around the raid. They're all very similar, and the one that you can't avoid is this caustic gas. Just make sure your DPS is at max range and spread out around the room. You have to be 5 yards away from everybody, and that's about it. Just make sure you can keep everybody mutated, kill the ads so that they don't heal the boss, and you should be able to kill him. Hopefully this helped, and good luck with your fight.